what tends to be the biggest challenge as it relates to health security after a storm. It's normally waterborne and food-related infections. And that's because food spoil, because normally there's no electricity, or it gets contaminated in one way, shape, or form. So persons tend to have stomach issues, diarrhea, dehydration, and that is a real challenge. And normally they require rehydration, which in the context of a storm can be challenging, so they end up in the accident and emergency ward. So whether it's water or food, the advice to minimize this challenge would be store your non-perishables. I'm a big fan of sardines. You don't need anything to open it up. Put it in a plate, add a little salt and pepper, and you're good to go. And water crackers, very, very healthy. So I would stock up on a lot of that, and this is not an ad for any particular manufacturer. There are different brands out there. But the easier you can access those non-perishables, the better it is. And if you have to live on that for a few days, you probably will shed a few pounds, which may actually be good for you, right? The other, of course, is drinking water and storing drinking water. You can now access the regular NWC supplies or buy your bottled water, but you should try and have a few days of water stored up because it's not always guaranteed that you're going to have piped water because it's linked to the electricity generation. And even so, normally the water is not as safe. In the immediate aftermath, there's a risk of contamination. The other, of course, is accidents from falling debris or us taking chances by going out in the water, especially the children. It's a pool that has gathered in the front of the yard, or during the rain itself, persons taking risks to go and nail back down the zinc on the roof, that kind of thing. You really are best advised to avoid those risky endeavors, and adults providing guidance to their children, keeping them indoors, because water tends to be contaminated in the immediate aftermath. And of course, during the rains, going out, going on elevation, trying to repair or to replace, lightning, falls, all of that puts you into a difficult position. So we certainly would advise against that, because that is another source of A&E type of work. And then the final one I raise is for our senior citizens who and chronically ill. Most of us have one or two NCDs, non-communicable diseases.